In this short video, I will show and explain the components of these common and effective wine openers. All of these are wine openers. These 6 here can be referred to as corkscrews, wine openers, and are sometimes known as waiter's friends or wine keys. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to use the overall term wine opener. This kind of wine opener is slim, light, and easy to store in your pocket, service apron, or waistcoat. There are many kinds of wine openers on the market. A lot of them are aimed at domestic function and are not suitable for restaurants. That's why this style, the waiter's friend, the wine opener, the corkscrew, the wine key, whatever you wish to call it, is what's best suited for table service. There's certainly a skill to using these effectively and safely, and I will demonstrate this in a later video. These are all based on the same mechanical process, though they vary in style, quality, and weight. This one has a plastic handle built around a metal frame. These 2 are metal alloy. These 2 are wooden handled based around a metal frame, and this is entirely stainless steel. There are 3 main parts to this style of wine opener. The foil cutter, the corkscrew itself, sometimes referred to as the worm, and the lever. I'm going to use this one for the purposes of demonstration in this video, and let's remove these other ones for a little bit more clarity. It's important to get to know the feel, weight, and resistance of your wine opener. It's also good to get to know how it feels in your hand in terms of comfort for ease and use. Let's look at the different components. Firstly, the foil cutter. It's a small blade that's usually tucked away. It has a serrated edge, though not always. It can be quite sharp and therefore needs to be used carefully. When you're using it, it's the only part of the corkscrew that's actually open. And when you're finished removing the foil, it should be put away completely before opening the lever. Secondly, let's look at the corkscrew itself. It has a sharp point for inserting into the cork and works on the basis of moving clockwise for insertion. Thirdly, we have the lever. It has 2 hinges and usually 2 flat edges for resistance against the edge of the bottle to help us remove the cork. In addition, a lot of these modern style wine openers have a crown cap bottle opener, which can be used like this. This is also very useful for opening bottles of beer, wine, bottles of water, and other fruit juice drinks that may need to be opened by the sommelier. This tool here, referred to as an Aso wine opener, sometimes also referred to as a two-pronged wine opener, is a special type of wine opener that's used to grasp the cork either side, as opposed to inserting a corkscrew through the cork. This is most useful when a cork is old, damp, or perhaps in danger of crumbling or breaking. You can see it has 2 prongs made from metal that are pliable and bendable. And for safety, it's usually stored in a metal capsule. I will demonstrate this in a later video how to use it, but the basic principle is that the longer prong is inserted first, one side of the cork, and then slowly it's worked down either side of the cork and then the cork can be extracted as so. It's very useful to have, not as commonly used as this, though it can be used for opening any bottle of wine. It's generally used, as I said, for opening old or compromised corks on special bottles of wine. This is a very traditional style wine opener, which again works off the principle of inserting and twisting in a clockwise manner and then simply pulling forth like so. It uses quite a lot of strength. It's not as elegant and therefore not suitable for table service, but it certainly gives that nice, familiar cork popping sound when the cork is extracted. This is actually a French shepherd's knife made by the Lyol company. It's primarily actually a knife used for cutting, perhaps for cutting thread or food or whatever it may be. It also contains this quite unusual and quite formidable looking metal spike on another side. This is traditionally used for actually piercing the stomach of sheep that have eaten too much grass and are therefore bloated and actually in danger of dying. That sounds quite cruel, but it is actually the only way to save their lives. Today, this would of course be done by a veterinarian on the farm. But interestingly and importantly, it was deemed that every good shepherd's knife would have a little corkscrew attached to it. Again, same principle as this traditional style, insertion and extraction in that manner. When we speak about sommeliers today, the vast majority are using a wine opener like this based on this principle of foil cutter, corkscrew and lever pulley system.